Black holes are some of the most famous objects in the universe. They are everywhere in science fiction. They are treated like cosmic monsters, bottomless pits, portals, shortcuts through space, gateways to other universes. But the truth is stranger than that, because black holes are not just giant vacuum cleaners in space. They are places where our understanding of reality begins to fracture. And once something crosses the event horizon, the point of no return, we do not actually know the full story of what happens next. Scientists know a great deal about black holes from their gravity, their surrounding gas, their jets, their shadows, and even gravitational waves, but the interior remains one of the deepest, unsolved problems in physics. So what actually happens inside a black hole? To answer that, we have to separate three different things: what an outside observer sees, what a falling object experiences, and what physics predicts at the very end. Those are not the same. First, what is a black hole? A black hole is an object so dense that its gravity becomes overwhelming. Its boundary is called the event horizon. That is the line where the escape speed becomes greater than the speed of light. Once anything crosses that boundary, matter, radiation, even light itself, it cannot come back out. And this part matters. The event horizon is not a solid surface like the ground under your feet. It is not a wall. It is not a shell. It is a boundary in space-time. If you crossed it, you would not smack into anything physical. You would simply pass a limit beyond which every possible future path leads deeper inward. NASA describes it as the point of no return, and Einstein Online notes that once inside, even trying to remain in place would require moving faster than light. Now here is where black holes start to get weird. If someone far away watched you fall toward a black hole, they would not see you plunge cleanly through the event horizon. They would see you slow down. Your image would dim. Your clock would appear to run slower and slower, and to them you would seem to freeze just outside the horizon. NASA's black hole visualization explains this clearly. From far away, an infalling object appears to slow and nearly stop at the horizon because space-time becomes more and more distorted. But from your point of view, that is not what happens at all. If the black hole is large enough, especially a supermassive one, you could cross the event horizon without noticing a dramatic instant at the boundary itself. No sudden flash, no cosmic alarm, no sign saying you have entered forbidden territory. You keep falling, and that difference between the outside view and your own experience is one of the first signs that black holes are not just exotic objects. They are clues that time itself is not absolute. It bends, it stretches, and near a black hole, it stops behaving the way human intuition expects. So if crossing the horizon might not immediately kill you, what does? Tidal forces. A black hole's gravity is not only strong, it changes rapidly with distance. That means the part of your body closer to the black hole feels a stronger pull than the part farther away. This difference stretches objects lengthwise and compresses them sideways. That is the process famously called spaghettification. But even here, the details depend on the black hole. A smaller stellar mass black hole can tear you apart before or near the horizon because the tidal forces become extreme very quickly. A supermassive black hole is different. Its event horizon is much farther from the center, so the tidal forces at the horizon can be much gentler. In principle, you might cross the horizon first and only later be stretched apart deeper inside. NASA's 2024 simulation of a plunge into a supermassive black hole shows the camera crossing the horizon and only after that being destroyed by tidal forces on the way to the singularity. And that leads to the real question. If you keep falling inward, where do you go? According to general relativity, once you are inside the event horizon, there is no standing still and no turning around. The inward direction is no longer just a direction in space. It becomes part of your future. Just as you cannot choose to stop moving toward tomorrow, inside a black hole, you cannot choose to stop moving toward the center. Einstein Online describes this as a region where even light is pulled ever further inward, and where the collapse continues until densities become effectively infinite or until quantum gravity takes over. And at the center, at least in classical general relativity, lies the singularity. The singularity is not just a tiny ball of matter, it is the place where the equations break. Density shoots toward infinity. Curvature becomes unbounded, and the path of a falling object ends. Einstein Online defines a space-time singularity through geodesic incompleteness, meaning a freely falling path simply cannot be extended any farther. That is the official answer from classical relativity. Cross the horizon, fall inward, reach the singularity, cease to exist in any meaningful classical sense. But that answer is also incomplete, because singularities are not widely seen as the final truth. They are generally interpreted as signs that our theory has hit a limit. General relativity is incredibly successful, but it does not include quantum mechanics. And black holes force those two frameworks into direct conflict. The singularity marks the place where the laws of physics as we know them cease to operate, according to NASA's simulation notes. So the honest answer is this: we do not know what actually happens at the deepest interior of a black hole. We know what classical relativity predicts. We know what a distant observer would see. We know matter outside the horizon can heat up, glow in X-rays, form accretion disks, and sometimes launch jets near the speed of light. We have even imaged the shadow of supermassive black holes with the Event Horizon Telescope, which uses Earth-sized interferometry to reconstruct the glow of material around them. But what happens after matter fully passes the horizon remains one of the great open questions in physics. That mystery becomes even deeper once we bring in Hawking radiation. In 1975, Stephen Hawking showed that black holes are not perfectly black in a quantum sense. They should emit thermal radiation. Very slowly, over immense timescales, that means a black hole can lose mass and eventually evaporate. And this creates a nightmare for physics. If something falls into a black hole carrying information about what it was, and the black hole later evaporates into apparently thermal radiation, where does that information go? Is it destroyed? If the answer is yes, that clashes with standard quantum theory, which does not allow information to simply vanish. If the answer is no, then somehow the information must be preserved or encoded in a way we do not yet fully understand. This is the black hole information paradox, one of the most important problems in modern theoretical physics. Recent review work describes it as a fundamental clash between gravity and quantum mechanics, though several modern approaches, including island formulas and replica wormholes, suggest that information may ultimately be preserved. So now black holes are no longer just about gravity-crushing matter. They become a test of whether reality is consistent at its deepest level. Do the laws of physics preserve information? What is space-time made of? Is the interior of a black hole truly separate from the rest of the universe? Does the singularity actually exist? Or is it replaced by some deeper quantum structure we have not discovered yet? These are not fringe questions. They are mainstream questions at the edge of theoretical physics. And there is one more misconception worth killing. Black holes are not magic portals just because science fiction wants them to be. NASA explicitly notes that black holes are not wormholes and do not provide shortcuts to other universes. There are speculative solutions in relativity involving wormholes, but real astrophysical black holes, as currently observed and modeled, are not known to act that way. So, what actually happens inside a black hole? Here is the cleanest answer. If you approach one, an outside observer sees you slow and fade near the horizon. From your own perspective, you continue inward. If the black hole is small, tidal forces can destroy you quickly. If it is supermassive, you may cross the horizon first and only later be torn apart. Classical relativity says you continue inevitably toward a singularity where your path ends. Quantum physics says the story cannot be that simple. And right now, humanity does not have a complete theory that fully describes what the interior truly is. That is what makes black holes so unsettling. They are not just dead stars. They are not just exotic objects in distant galaxies. They are places where space bends so violently that time splits into conflicting viewpoints, where matter can vanish from the visible universe, where the future itself points only one way, and where the two greatest theories in physics stop agreeing with each other. A black hole is not merely something you fall into. It is a place where our description of reality falls apart. And somewhere beyond that horizon, hidden behind the darkest boundary in the universe, may be one of the answers that changes physics forever.